What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Thriller here, and we are back for week number 4 of the UNPL D League. We are here to take on my fellow Iowa native out there in Cole as Ice, aka Cole of the Iced Out Iowa City Glaceons. Even though Glaceon's not really his name, it's Iced Out Iowa City. But I like Glaceons. Add that to the team name. But we are here to take on Cole. We are actually 1-1 against Cole. We did kind of have like a meme match for our second match, but it was still meant to be a little tiny bit competitive still. But we really picked up a win there against him. This was up for a Wi-Fi league, though, so it's different. So last season we actually had a very insanely close endgame where we both brought Calm Mind Store Power sets on our Klefki and Trimeco. Unfortunately, he was able to pick up the victory in that endgame. Unfortunately, so he had the first win up. Now this is the rubber match, and I'm hoping we can win. But my God, does he have a terrifying team! And this is one of our toughest matchups, so I'm really hoping we're going to be able to do this today. And also, I'm going to try to record this video with my new computer instead of, because you guys know I use my old computer to, put my damage calcs and stuff like that. But obviously, I kind of don't like my old computer because it'll just delay stuff and take forever. So I'm going to try this out, and I want your guys' honest opinion. Would you rather see just the battles on here, or do you not mind seeing stuff like this? You know what I mean? Like, are you okay like seeing me pander here and then doing stuff like this, like let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys rather just see this screen only, or are you okay with like me going back and forth? Let me know in the comment section down below. As you can already tell, you can see the team we're bringing. But looking at Cole's team, they have Iron Valiant, Metagross, Kirim, Lando I, Quaquaval, Tauros, Studian Quillfish, Studian Bravery, Pyroar, and Sableye, with the chair captains being Pyroar, which can terrestrialize into fire, normal grass, Studian Bravery, which can terrestrialize to a flying, steel, and fighting type, and one of our MVPs from last season too, in my opinion, Studian Quillfish, and a Tauros that can terra into a normal, ghost, and ground type. So, looking at Cole's team, I'm going to do this for two reasons. One, I need to import the team because I didn't think about this ahead of time. But we'll look at Cole's team here. So Cole's team, I already see an Iron Valiant, Metagross, and Quaquaval coming. Kira makes a lot of sense. I think Quillfish comes strictly because of hazards. I think that makes the most sense to bring it. And I do think Tauros comes. Now, in terms of the typings that I expect from Tauros, I think Ghost makes the most sense. Ghost helps a lot in terms of dealing with a potential fighting move from the Blaziken and the um Iron Boulder and just other opponent coverage. I do think if he doesn't go Ghost, Normal makes the most sense. Normal spam into my team, especially since I don't believe I have a Ghost type, would make the most sense as well. Ground is also very fair to be brought, but I don't think Ground helps a lot in most instances. And before we talk about our team, let me go ahead and import my set so I make sure I know what the heck I'm doing. And you can already kind of see some of the cool little tech we're bringing this week. So let's kick it off here. We got our new debuts making the debut here. Three of the four of them actually are making their new debut, or five of them. I don't remember off the top of my head how many are new. But we have Whimsicott here, which I did not name, so I need to name that real quick. We're naming that Karibo. I know I have it spelled wrong. I will make sure I look it up for future games. But we have Karibo or Whimsicott here, which is designed to be kind of a bulky offensive mon. But if you really look at Cole's team, besides Metagross, what really stops Whimsicott from just spamming Moonblast in this matchup? We have Tailwind as a potential option for a switch into some things on our team, and for some of our monsters to take advantage of said Tailwind, which I think is really, really good for us in this matchup. We have 116 HP, 4 in defense, max special attack, 136 speed depth with the timid nature. I went timid because timid was better in terms of dealing with some of the speed tiers on our opponent's end. We do not have, unfortunately, we could have, I think, possibly speed tied with the Valiant, but I don't think Valiant really needs to run max speed, so I kind of creeped that a little bit. But this is designed to basically outspeed some of the other things on their team, hopefully. And plus, with have a Tailwind up, it helps support the team. So even if I get knocked off, I have Tailwind support, which is really, really good. Up next, with the debut of Driller this week with a Jolly set this week, which is designed to outspeed, I believe, a Modest Curum? Or, no, it's actually outsped. It outspeeds +1 Quaquaval with a spin. Sword Sense, Earthquake, and Iron Head. Literally, our dual stab just goes insanely strong in this matchup. Rapid Spin is just really good. Chopper Berry to be able to take any variant of a Quaquaval hit, because I don't know if he's always going to spam the water move constantly. I mean, there's decent chances he could, but he's got to be a little careful spamming that. We have Chopple Fairy, which helps take on every fighting coverage move that they have, and also helps dealing with a Valiant that tries to either pick us up with a vacuum wave for faster, or if it tries to go for the fighting move where we guarantee live 1. Up next, and I cannot believe I'm bringing this, we are bringing a Carbink. I did not stutter. We're bringing a Fizz Dev carving with some Spadef this week. Max HP, 148 special attack, and 100 defense with a 8 in speed. Lets you outspeed some of the mirror tiering bulk that he does have on his team. And also, I believe, lets us outspeed him. No, it does not outspeed players. We have Iron Defense, Body Press, Rest with Chesto, and Clear Body with the Dazzling Gleam. We are Terra Fairy, but this is not designed to be our Terra Captain in this matchup. If we get rid of Metagross, then this becomes our Terra Captain. If we don't get rid of Metagross, then our other mons are Terra Captain. But this thing can function perfectly well with or without Terra, as long as we play it carefully. We get an Iron Defense of at least 1 or 2 of them, we are looking sitting pretty, because we do a lot of damage to our opponent's team because we do not have good fighting resist, and then we just have Dazzling Gleam just to be able to hit the things that we can't hit with that Dazzling Gleam. Up next, we have Galvantula, which is another Specs abuser. I'm going fully offensive this week with Thunder Wave and Sticky Web on the options here to either paralyze or get webs up if they have no removal. Thunder plus Blood Blast just destroys my opponent's team and just really does a lot of work with 56 HP, max special attack, and 200 in the speed. Again, to outspeed some of the middle speed tiers, and also helps outspeed things like the Curum and also help with a speed invested Iron Valiant. Up next, we have Terra Water Glamora with Power Herb Meteor Beam this week with Rock Polish, Dazzling Gleam, and Terra Blast. I'm taking a bit of a risk not having Earth Power on this set, but I've done the calcs, and a Terra Blast does guarantee 2-hit KO any form. I does 2-hit KO a max HP Metagross, so I'm taking the risk on this instead of no Earth Power this week. But Dazzling Gleam plus Terra Blast will just check everything else we really need on this roster, which is good. With Rock Polish, we will outspeed. I believe we outspeed everything, including +1 Valiant. I'm pretty positive. So that's going to be really good for us there. We are taking a risk going with Terra Water because it does mean Freeze Dry from Kyurem can pick us off if we are not careful. So that is something we have to be very much on the lookout for. But this thing can really potentially break or win the game for us in the late game. And it's time to run some fun this week. And I've actually been very experimental with Blaziken. Just wait until you see these future weeks. I've looked at my future matchups, and Blaziken has some fun stuff. Like, if I don't use this thing correctly, I want to at least bring some fire sets with this Blaziken. I think this set really goes in. Swords Dance Protect with Acrobatics. 40 HP, max attack, and enough speed to where I believe when we hit +2 speed, we will outspeed the Iron Valiant, I'm pretty positive. So definitely take a bit of a risk this one, but this is a cool set. If I get my Swords Dance off and I can close combat either the Metagross and live whatever hit it goes for into Bullet Punch, or close combat into a Hisuian Quillfish that Intimidate drops me, or even if the Intimidate drop from Hisuian Quillfish happens, I can always set up a Swords Dance and then I literally just go to town on my opponent. There's nothing he will be able to do to stop this monster. So with that being said, let's go. It's time for the battle, and I am nervous as all heck. So here we go. I'm very nervous for this matchup. Cole has just a really good team. And I won't lie to you guys, it just definitely has not been our season to the start of this one. Last week I definitely do um blame myself for not performing as good as I know I should have, and also for not being as valiant. So ooh. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. So they brought a completely different team than what I was expecting. So I guess it somewhat makes sense to see the. Who needs an update? Can kind of see why they brought the Sableye. They bring the Terra Bird. Interesting, and they do bring Lando. They bring a whole different team than I was expecting. Wow. He only brought half of the team I was expecting here. The top 3, so no Kyurem. So we see a Lando I, which is either going to be Scarf or Sheer Force. We see a Hisuian Braviary, which I'm a little surprised to see, but it wasn't crazy enough to say, oh, Hisuian Braviary, he's not coming. Like, there wasn't that. And then a Sableye. Sableye is pretty much here just trying to annoy me here. Hmm. So, my Whimsicott looks insane this matchup. My Galvantula looks crazy this game. So he does have some potential ways to stop hazards, so it's going to be something we do keep a note of here. I'm actually going to double check here. Even though this is very unprofessional, I do apologize, and there's a decent chance my OBS could crash, but I don't care. So, let's think what he wants to bring here. So my Carbink actually looks insanely good in this matchup. I just have to weaken down Lando or get rid of Lando. What do I want to do here? He doesn't really stop him. He doesn't really stop this from doing much. Or he stops this. I think I'm going to leave with my Galvantula. He leads the one Pokemon I didn't want him to lead with. Okay. So, I've got a couple of options I can do here. So, the Hisuian Braviary is probably going to be Terra's flying or fighting, I feel like, in this matchup. Okay. So, let's think about this. Lando. Oh no, I had the speed invested to make sure I outspeed Landorus. That's what I had it for. Anyway, it was for something. My Galvantula's Bug Buzz is 33 to 39. I could see where I'm at with damage. I could go into my Karibo here. Earth Power is pretty free to spam here. I actually did not think about this. Maybe I should have brought Go-Go with Terra Water. So let's think here. I'm gonna risk and go Karibo here. He Rock Slide. Okay, so he shows he's physical. Okay, so he shows that he's physical. He's either physical or he's mixed. Let's just say naive. Rock Slide. So Rock Slide to my Whimsicott should do 38 to 46. Okay, that is physically offensive. Yeah, that looks like it's more physically offensive than it's specially. Okay, so that's really good. So I can just Moonblast here. There's no reason not to just Moonblast here. He could Sludge Wave here. He could Sludge Wave here. He could Sludge Wave here. And if I look at my Glamora here, if I get a Rock Polish off, I can knock this thing out. Well, let me look here. My Terra Water. Earthquake. I don't think he would be Earthquake. Even if he's Earthquake, I do live the hit if I Terra Water. And I can just choose to start breaking. I'm gonna double up to my Primrose. He goes Metagross. Perfect. So he probably sets up his rocks here. He potentially goes for the Steel move. Metagross. Metagross. If this is just max HP. +1. Why does it do so much? I'm gonna Terra Water, I'm gonna Rock Polish here. I feel like this Meteor Beam shouldn't do as much as it's supposed to be doing here. Let me refresh the page. Just because it just seems so weird to me that that does so much. Glamora, Metagross, Just max HP. That does do a lot. Okay, apparently. So we are rock polish up, so we are faster. You just psychic things, just 59% to me. 59. That's max adamant. Okay, that's kind of bad. I was not expecting him to do that much to me. I was not expecting him to do that much to me. I also don't understand why he was Psychic Fangs in front of me when I have a Steel type. I feel like the ground spin was a lot better. This Metagross has gotta be like max attack adamant. With max HP. It says I do 58 to 69%. I guess I'll just go for it. Okay. 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 That's awesome. That's awesome. Bullet Punch is 57 to... I think I just lose. I generally think I just lose. I think I go Karibo here and I set up my Tailwind. And then I've got to try to start making some stuff happen, man. Oh, that miss matters because now I can't scout the damage that he was going to do to me here. Luckily, Prankster will go before his Bullet Punch here, so I get a Tailwind off here, I see Bullet Punches. I go into my thing here, and now I have to Swords Dance, I think. How much is an Earthquake from Metagross do to me? Okay, can we stop, computer? Metagross. If it's a standard set like I think this is, he doesn't have Earthquake, but he should... Oh, that's always killed me. But I could scare him out here. There should be no reason he stays in unless he's Shuka. I have to try. Yep, I'm gone. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. Man. I really don't think... I really don't know why he stayed in. If I got a +2 off, I have no chance. Well, it's not 6-0, so... Looking at a special defense drop would be big. His Earth powers. I'm not even gonna try. That's 3 5-0s in a row. That is 3 5-0s in a row. That is 3 5-0s in a row in this league. That is just... Wow. I don't know if I'm just not doing something right. I'm just not playing right. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I'm not gonna take away anything from Cole. Like, this was just a tough matchup for me, honestly. Like, Cole had a really good team, and Cole just brought more stuff than I thought. I was not expecting an offensive Metagross. I think offensive Metagross was something viable, but I wasn't expecting fully offensive. Like he was fully offensive as Metagross. I was not expecting Mix Lando, to be honest. Um, yeah, I just think I'm bad at the game, man. Like I don't know why, and I want no one to think that Cole made me felt like that. No, honestly, Cole is a super good player. He's a super cool dude, and there's no shame to him. Obviously, this is just how games go, you know, and like I just get body bagged, and it's like I just don't know if it's because it's the team. I'm just not prepping right, playing right. I also felt like there was a few turns I kind of don't understand Cole's reasoning to stay in. Like again, if he shook up Barry on the Metagross, then I understand the why he swapped it, stayed in with the Metagross in front of the drill. I don't possibly agree with that play though. If I did Earthquake though, I pretty much won the game because I literally acrobatic spam with my Blaziken. Like I literally just acrobatic spam against him. Like that's maybe the only turn I would maybe take back is not clicking Earthquake because then I could have put myself in a position to where I actually probably would have won the game, or I would have had a chance to at least win the game. Because if I get a Swords Dance up, there's nothing that stops it. There's literally nothing that stops Blaziken. But if I also get rid of that, then I'm been put in a position to where I can win the game essentially. So I don't know, man. It's just one of those games, I guess, that if you just play and prep bad, you just you don't do good. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to just try to figure something out because that's five. That's three 5-0s we've had in the last 3 games we've played. Four out of the 3 of the 4 games have been nothing but 5-0s. People have just been just dominating me, man. Like last week, I will take acknowledgement that I probably should have either tried to rescheduled or I should have really just gave myself a minute to compose myself before playing Sky. I hold the L on that one. This one, I just don't know, man. I just don't know if it was because I just didn't. I was just stupid or what. And week 2, I can't blame Cool Prep. I can't blame Cool Prep. Like that one, I just can't blame. So I'm willing to hold the L's for weeks 2 and 3. This one, I don't know if I can really hold. I don't know, but um, yeah, this basically just now ruins our chances. Now we have to basically win out, and we have to win 4 or 5-0, pretty much. And it does feel kind of humiliating and embarrassing, man. Like I know I'm a good player, but I just keep letting myself get just destroyed. I don't know why. I'm either doing this to myself or like I'm just not in the zone. Like I don't understand anything of this is happening. But I'm not gonna take anything from Cole though. He's definitely a top player. He has a really good team. It's only that Metagross play that I'm questioning. But again, if he's Shogun, then it's totally understandable why he made the play he did. If he wasn't Shogun, then that's why I slightly question the play, especially when you see Tailwind up. Like I don't really know, especially when an easy switch into a Landorus. Like I just don't know. But anything if it was Shuka, then I basically lost anyways, because like there was nothing else I could have done. If he was Shuka anyways, there was no way I would have gotten the kill with Blaziken, and I would have just straight up lost. So yeah, GG's everyone, and get ready for some fun stuff. I'm already prepping for for my week 5 game, and I'm already bringing some fire prep this week. And you want to tune in next week to see some of that fire sets. But with that being said, thank you also for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you did somehow enjoy the video, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.